Well, hey everybody, welcome to day whatever this is. We'll just say self-isolation vlog number 3. Well, apparently I do pretty well staying indoors, although I did go out yesterday to get some food, some groceries. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I gotta say, here we are doing pretty good. I actually gotta give Vancouver a lot of credit. It was the same when I went out to get the movies from Black Dog, where the streets are very quiet, all in all. Like, it's pretty, there's some cars out and about, and there are still people out, but we're doing a good job at maintaining this, like, social distancing. I think that hopefully this does, flatten the curve, just stop the spread of COVID, and I gotta give some credit and kudos to my fellow Vancouverites, because we're doing great. I think that we should all, give ourselves a little pat on the back. We're going a little stir crazy for the greater good, and that's okay by me. Yesterday was a bit of a, or was that even yesterday? Maybe that was the day before. And it's okay, so I'll say this, the days are blurred. It was a bit of an emotional day. There was a bit of family drama. This is me editing Doug, deciding to jump in. I give very little information, but I want to give you even less information just so nobody can singles out anybody or whatever. But just basically, somebody very close to me, who I do care about, has decided to estrange himself from the family and decided he doesn't want anything to do with me, and as such, he's also saying really terrible things about me, saying basically that I'm not a grown-up because I made the conscious choice to work part-time because I'm trying to fulfill my goals on YouTube. And so I'm taking basically a financial hit for the sake of me trying to pursue my art. And that is apparently extremely immature, and I'm not a grown-up because of that. So that's basically it in the smallest nutshell as to why I'm feeling so down in the video. And still kind of am. That's about it. Thanks. I'm just gonna bare my soul a little bit here, if that's okay, but I do struggle a little bit with striving to complete my creative endeavors and turn that into a functional career. This is something that it's been hard to balance, and it hasn't progressed as fast as I wanted to, as nothing really does. It's often very disappointing because I wish that the arts was a little bit more of a financially stable thing. I mean, yeah, now if you think about it, just with this whole COVID thing, how hard it is to be an artist. I keep thinking about all the musicians who had to cancel their tours and stand-up comics and stuff like that. Like, the well-being of so many people, and of course it's not just the arts people, but this is just sort of as it applies to me. A lot of things are put on hold. If anything, I'm lucky by pursuing YouTube because that is something I can do at home independently and don't have to rely on touring and stuff like that. Although, I'm also not in a place where I make any money off YouTube anyway. The channel has been monetized, but it's still so early that I haven't seen a cent of it yet. So I know that there's some movie studios and record companies who are making a little bit of money off my channel, but not me at this point in time. To see him echo some of those thoughts about me still today was a little bit heartbreaking because I value this stuff that I do online and making films and stuff like that. I value it a lot. I shouldn't care what he thinks, but I do. But what kind of helped counteract all of that stuff was releasing Beast Wars Wednesday. For anyone who's watching this in the future, this timestamp, I just released the episode of Nemesis, the finale of Beast Wars. Doing that show has really been a great experience as far as like seeing what it's like to build a fan community and having people want to tune in and be eager for the next episode to come out. That's been really awesome, and a lot of kind words from people, especially since it was the finale. Even though it's not technically the last episode of Beast Wars Wednesday, it is still a finale of sorts for the show. Seeing people say how much they've been looking forward to watching the show, I think that those kind words came at a really good time for me because I was kind of hit with the low, and then I uploaded it, and then I just got so much positive feedback. I guess I just want to say thank you to everybody who watches the channel. We're not a huge channel. It's not like this huge breakout hit show on YouTube, but it's really hit a fan community, and it is really appreciated by a select few, and that's great. That really means the world to me. On a lighter note, I watched, also because I just needed some light material, I did watch the Power Rangers movie from 1995. I watched that last night, and that was really fun. That was fun. It was so bad in a lot of ways, but it still like teleported me back to 1995 when my dad took me to the movie. I can't remember if he took my older brother as well. He may have. I remember my dad, he didn't seem particularly keen to watch the film. You know, I think that's just part of being a parent, is that you're going to take your kids out to movies that you don't necessarily want to see. And also, like, you know, the fact that it's not a big budget movie, so you get really terrible CG in there. But what was kind of endearing was the more practical effects. Like, there's these rock monsters, they come out of rocks, and the big bone monster, and like that stuff's just super fun. You know, it's not an amazing film if you're looking for things like character arcs and just, I don't know, something a little bit deeper, you know? It's really very surfacey. There's not like much that it's about, but it's a fun little nostalgic throwback. Except I gotta say that CG Megazord thing, that was or Mega Ninjazord, or like, that was not good. It made me miss all the more the classic Megazord, because there was something just about that design that was so iconic and well defined. Like, you can look at that and instantly go like, oh, that's the Megazord from the original Power Rangers. Even like the second Megazord, sorry, it's been a long time since I watched Power Rangers. Even that one, you could look at it and go like, oh yeah, that's got a pretty cool design. Like, not quite as iconic, but still, like, you can tell it apart in a lineup of robots. For a cheesy 90s movie made for kids, it was a fun ride. So, not like amazing cinema, but it was a fun ride. Nobody really voted on the 4 NES games that I picked for playing today, so I'm just gonna do a quick little gonna just pick one at random. Well, did you look at that? I picked Darkwing Duck, so let's get a little bit of that. So here I am playing Darkwing Duck. It is informing me to press start, which I will do. I don't remember this character's name at all. I mean, I remember his look, but yeah. Was anyone else, like, I don't know, when people were there when they watched the pilot of Darkwing Duck, does anyone remember, like, their mind being blown when Launchpad McQuack showed up? Because I just could not get enough of that. I was like, whoa! They're bringing in characters from the other show into this show, because he was, for those not initiated, he was in DuckTales years before. I haven't been reading that at all. Maybe I should have been. Okay. So we got a blaster, and we can grab things from underneath. We don't need to press anything to grab anything. Okay. Oh, I made him mad. Woo! Yeah, you know, this is actually pretty good in that it... Oh, one up. Woo! It's pretty easy to just grab these controls and run. You know, when I keep hearing about... when I hear about old video games and stuff that have bad controls, I'm like, how could it be... Especially like platformers, it's like, how can you... Like, it's just so simple. It should be. I mean, I don't know anything about programming video games, but to me, in my head, the controls should be the simple part. I imagine, like, level designs and just, like, there's so many other creative aspects that I think are hard, but just make it easy to control, make it intuitive. Make it so that you know, moving is the little D-pad, and then you jump and you shoot, and I don't know, like, why they made it... Platforming always makes you, like, my stomach go a little bit like... Oh no! Oh, he has to say I am Darkwing Duck every time. Oh man, right at the beginning? This is just very nostalgic for me, not just because of, like... Oh man. There you go. Not just because of Darkwing Duck, because I haven't actually played this game before. Just the way that the music is put together, it feels like Chip and Dale, like it's like a musically, like, it just reminds me so much of the Chip and Dale game that I grew up with. Chip and Dale was so much fun. I played with my brother. He was always Chip, I was always Dale. We would troll each other and throw each other off of ledges and stuff like that. So every now and then we would agree to cooperate for the good of finishing the game. Okay, well I didn't fall and die, so that's good. Oh. I gotta get used to this whole grabbing on thing. Oh yeah. Oh, spikes. Spikes are bad news. It seems to be that's one of the main mechanics of this game, is just grabbing onto things and so planning your descent, grabbing onto things and making other things happen. There you go. Every kind of game needs its own mechanic, its own gimmick of sorts. In DuckTales, it was the pogo. But yeah, no pogo stick here. Pogo, I guess it is cane. Pogo cane. Okay, I gotta do this better. Who's... it's the, what was this guy's name? I don't remember what this guy's name was. He's sort of like the Joker of the Rogues Gallery for Darkwing Duck. Oh, I have been banana peeled to death. It's like me in real life. Okay, how come it keeps making me jump back up? Okay, I gotta... Oh. Oh, okay, so this actually requires a little bit of, like, mastering the mechanics of it. Because you can't move back and forth when you're hanging, and then you have to make sure that you don't press A to jump down fully. Okay, so you have to press down and A, and then... Okay, so I didn't win. Well, how much time do we got? 17 minutes? Okay. You know what? I mean, for these vlogs, I really don't want to record too much stuff. So I'll leave it at that. You guys can go. Did you have fun watching me fail miserably at Darkwing Duck? You know, this will just take some getting used to. I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a playthrough. And I think this game already seems pretty fun. So that's it for now. Alright, so yeah, I think it's time to call it a night for the vlog purposes. I also started listening to the Miles Davis album Bitches Brew from 1970. I decided to go with something a little more well-known. Miles Davis is quite a talent. I know some of his work. Obviously not as much as I thought I did, because he's got a lot of work. I'm more familiar with his older stuff. I listened to Kind of Blue, which is sort of one of those quintessential jazz albums, as well as Birth of Cool, which is even older than that, and also Sketches of Spain, which is, I think, after Kind of Blue, which is quite different. But I really think I haven't really tapped into all of what his discography encompasses. And Bitches Brew already, it's a long album, must have been a double LP, but already I'm super impressed. It's a more jazz fusion. Which I guess is all I'm listening to these days. Recommend something in the comments down below for me to listen to that's just a different genre, because I feel like I'm just drowning in this particular genre, and it's not making me more relatable, that's for sure. But back to Bitches Brew, really amazing, interesting stuff that he's doing with jazz. Very experimental. It's from 1970, and you know what? For an album that's 50 years old this year, it still sounds really cutting edge to me. Like stuff that's very bold and adventurous by any decade standards. So I definitely recommend it for anybody who's really into music and really into stuff that's a little more challenging, that really breaks convention. So what am I gonna do now? I'm just gonna edit. I'm just gonna edit this sucker up tonight. Maybe get it up either tonight or tomorrow. And tonight I might watch a movie, or I may watch some of season 2 of The Orville. I've seen season 1 and I really liked it. And season 2, apparently is just as good, if not better. So I'm really looking forward to that. And oh yes, let's talk about picks for video games to play. So this time I'm going to be doing some Super Nintendo picks rather than NES. So we're going for the next generation. So I have Disney's Aladdin. Let me know if you think I should play that in the comments. That's different from the Genesis Aladdin. Earthworm Jim, because hey, what says 90s more than Earthworm Jim? Super R-Type. Gotta clean that sucker a bit more. Or Plock. So, a couple of them I played a little bit, but I haven't really done a proper playthrough. So, let me know which one you'd like to see me play in the comments down below. And along with your, just your thoughts on anything I did today. My next vlog is going to be a little bit different because I want to break up the formula a little bit. I don't want this to be too redundant. I've got to start getting creative with how to fill my days because I'm starting to feel them bleed into one another. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to stay home, stay safe, and listen to some Miles Davis. Cheers.